Hello. My name is Callista, and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we encountered the former High Priest, Ferentis, and he asked us if we could potentially free the low tide rather than drowning them. He claims that they were misled, they were lied to, they were told that this whole experience was going to be like falling asleep, and instead they're all just suffering. He wants to free the low tide, and that way they will no longer be confused and paranoid, and they will be able to go forth and make new memories. I have no idea what Ximena would do in this situation. I have absolutely no clue what Ximena would be thinking. To be honest, I think I'm just going to keep exploring. I'm going to keep exploring the map, and then that will give me time. Buddy, do you want to come forward? Come on, Ichumark. Come on, little one. There we go. Yeah, this will give me some time to think about what Ximena would do. Because I don't have...
I'm on the trail.
Okay, no, these are... Okay, these are friends, in inverted commas. Again, don't mind if I do. I'm taking your shit. Ooh. Wave-crested key. This key, its handle resembling the crest of a wave, was cut from a deep blue crystal. Thank you. Okay.
Make sure they receive extra. I'll not let them fall into the goddess's embrace with empty stomachs.
Their supplies are bountiful, sister. I have seen to it.
Yeah, these people seem really nice. These people seem like, oh yeah,
See where you're going with
best.
That. Give me a real challenge.
For our brothers and sisters, and again, here we are to ruin their religion. I'm like, ooh. On one hand, I don't think Ximena has any particular loyalty to one group over the others. You know, it's not like Kaoto has done anything that she's like, oh, fuck him, yeah, I hate that guy. He's been perfectly pleasant. All of his followers have been perfectly pleasant. I don't think she'd have anything against the low tide because, to be blunt, they're crazy. They're experiencing mental hardship, they're not attacking us because they've got anything against us personally. They're just having a moment. They're just having a moment. A thin layer of frost sparkles over this store of bread and cabbages.
Isn't this something?
Thank you. Oh, wow. Yes. Yes, please. Is there anyone? We have that. Yeah, that's good for you. Do we have any good rings? We could give you this? What does... Does that really impact Sagani? I'm not entirely sure. I mean, we don't have anything else that impacts intelligence for her. You also need a ring. We could also... It's always good to have multiple people with the suppress affliction rings. This might seem a bit weird, but... I mean, if intellect isn't useful for Maneha, then it isn't useful for her, but, like, there's no harm in giving it to her anyway. That's my logic. And this way, everyone has a ring. Yeah, okay. What was I saying? Yeah, so it's not like she has anything against the High Abbot. She doesn't have anything against the people in the Low Tide. Ramparts of the Abbey. Is this, There was a door I never went through out here, wasn't there? Yes, here. Okay. Okay, that's good to know. You know what? Whilst I'm out here... Whilst I'm out here, let me remember this. Because I'm pretty sure this is the, this is what we need for that, that pathway. Over in the back corner. You're right, people. Okay, so... City on fire. Big wave. Everything's drowned. Everything's dry. Fire, big wave, drowned, rebuilding. Fire, big wave, drowned, rebuilding. I can remember that. I can remember that. I won't remember that. It's fine. It's fine. I'll muddle my way through. Now, come along, people. Come along. I'm so conflicted. I'm so conflicted. She's not particularly swayed towards one group or the other. Ferrantis is... Ferrantis's plight is... It's tough. I've already said that Ximena values her memories. Ximena really values her memories. And these people have had their memories taken away from them.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
And it seems like they were lied to. Yes, they technically... They technically agreed to this, but they weren't told the truth. Rest up because I can. I can, therefore I will. Excuse you. Lorne Burnwigger, a cruel ruler from the north, has arrived at your stronghold. You're not fucking there. Yeah, can someone please go deal with this man? Yeah, you piss off. Yeah, okay, that's all good. That's all good. Yoink. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm just stealthy. It's who I am. This. Ooh, the skeleton's hip. Well, hello there. Yeah, okay, this just seems to lead around. Okay, the only place we haven't been to is the Rising Waterway. Unless there's something back here. Which... it doesn't look like there is. Okay. Yep, let's go. Let's go. Quick sticks. We can cut through here. Yeah, I can only hope we learn something about either Ferrantis or Kaoto that makes one of them distasteful. Because otherwise I have no idea. Okay. So, yeah, we want City in Flames. Yeah, you grab the panel and slide it on the rails into the first available opening. Once the panel matches the recess on the wall, you gently press on it. It slides without resistance and locks into place. Then we want the tidal wave. You grab the panel and slide it on the rails into the first available opening. Once the panel matches the recess on the wall, you gently press on it. It slides without resistance and locks into place. Then we want the barren shore. You slide it into the first available opening. And it locks into place. And then the flourishing city. It slides gently into the recess on the wall. There we go. The remaining panels retract and lock into place. Behind the heavy stone, there is a metallic groan and then a steady whir. A small tile about waist high slides back. Beneath there is a carving. It shows an image of an ocean wave curling around a crescent move. We will perform the sign of the tide on the hidden carving. You curl your hand as Kaoto had done, and position it over the carving on the wall. Then, using your other hand, you trace the arc of the crescent with your index and little finger. A heavy rumble stirs the ground, and from all around you comes the sound of rushing water. Ooh. Well, hello. Okay, well, that was cool. That was very cool. And again, don't mind me. Don't mind me, I'm just opening all the ways. There we go. God, this... Oh. The Chamber of Tears. Okay. I don't know. Embedded in this deep semicircular slab is what looks to be a vessel for the sprinkling of holy water. In this context, however, it looks more like a lever. There are images engraved on the wall behind it. One of a rising tide, one of an open gate. I don't know. I genuinely don't know here. I don't fucking know. My gut instinct is that the low tide should be allowed to go free, but that is my gut instinct. I don't think it is Ximena's. I think Ximena feels sorry for the low tide people. I think she feels very badly for them. They were tricked. They were told, oh yeah, your memories are going to be taken from you and it's going to be really peaceful and calming and soothing. And yet it's not. People are just going mental in the basement. People are going mental in the basement. But it's not like they've just been left here. Otherwise they'd be dead. Someone needs to be bringing them food, and we can see the high tide is bringing them food. They're caring for them. This is seen as like, it's like, oh yeah, they came before us and they served, and so we must honour them. We honour them and we bring them food. And we saw right there a woman being like, I'm not going to have them return to the wheel on an empty stomach. They deserve good meals. If this is going to be their last meal, they deserve to have good meals. Like, even though this is a cult, they seem like nice people. I hate the word nice. I've been using the word nice a lot recently and I hate it. Nice is a terrible descriptor. It's a terrible descriptor. It's what you use when you can't think of an actual descriptor. They're not good, they're not bad, they're just nice. It's such a boring word. They seem kind. They seem genuinely kind and caring. I'm inclined to let the low tide drown. I think that's what Ximena would be thinking, because, okay, we let the low tide go free, that's going to piss off everyone in the high tide. We're going to have to go fight them. Do we really want to be fighting them? No, not really. And we've killed most of the low tide anyway. We've swept through like the flood. This is hard. This is hard, because I don't want to drown them. I don't want to drown them, but I also can't come up with a reason why Ximena would free them. This is one of the great burdens of roleplay. This is one of the great travesties of roleplay, when you are playing a character who has a morality that is opposed to yours, and Ximena doesn't care enough. I don't think Ximena cares enough about these people. I don't think she would think, oh yeah, it's worth it freeing these people and then I'll have to go fight the high tide versus, okay, we just let these guys drown. Because they can't really help us, let's be honest. They can't really help us. Yes, okay, Ferentis is, he was the former High Abbot, but we know that his memories are gone, so he can't tell us what to do to get to the reliquary. We need Kaoto for that. And he's not going to give us that information if we have to slaughter our way to him, is he? I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this, but as I said, I can't think of a single reason why Ximena would choose to side with the low tide. I can't think of why she would do that. Ximena does what is beneficial to Ximena. I do think that Ximena has changed over the course of this journey. I think she is... I think she has more empathy than when she started off. I think back to that kid in Heritage Hill. We had the option to be, like, snarky and clever, and I just felt that Ximena would think, nah, I don't want to be snarky and clever. Like, for the first time in my life, I'm witnessing devastation. I always flee before I see that. I've never really had to see the consequences of my actions. And here I am, watching people suffering, and that is having an effect. Like, Ximena isn't a sociopath. She's not a sociopath. She has empathy. She just chooses to ignore it. And for the first time in her life, I think she's like, I can't ignore it. I am seeing so much devastation. I am seeing so much sorrow at the Hollowborn crisis. I do think Ximena is pausing here. I do think Ximena is pausing. She's got her hand over this doodad, Andra's witness. She's got a hand over it and she's like, what the fuck do I do here? Because if we allow the low tide Ondrites to escape, Kaoto is going to know. And we're going to have to fight all of the high tide people. I don't want to do that. If we free the low tide people, like, what are we going to do? What does that get us? It doesn't actually get us anything. It's the kind thing to do, yes, assuming that they can go free and they can find new memories and that they'll be able to live their lives, assuming they don't just die out in the cold or get robbed by bandits immediately. I don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this. But I have to progress. I have to progress. I think we have to flood the halls. Saving the low tide doesn't do anything for us. I don't want to do this. faint trickle of water is audible at the edge of your hearing. It grows steadily into a roaring torrent. This is going to stay with her. This is going to haunt her. Human voices echo through the stone halls, pleading, gurgling, screaming. And then, silence. With a click, the machine releases its hold on the stringed rod. You pack the vessel away.
May Andra's tides wash them to peaceful shores.
That was horrific. That was horrific. That was I'm having a moment. I'm having a moment. That is absolutely going to stay with Ximena. That is absolutely going to stay with her. That, ooh. I am feeling many feelings. I am feeling many feelings right now. I kind of want to... This might be a bit morbid. Can we go find Ferentis's body? This is extremely morbid, but... I guess not. He must have been washed away. He must have been washed away. This is... Oh, dear Lord. I both want to talk and I don't want to talk. Because I'm genuinely quite... Moved would be the wrong term. Disturbed. I'm quite disturbed by that. That was awful. That was absolutely awful. And I'm putting myself in Ximena's shoes. Because again, Ximena is selfish, and I do think Ximena will always be selfish. No matter how much she develops, her instinct is, well, what the fuck about me? And that's just part of her personality type, but she is capable of growth. And I do think she has grown a little bit. However, her instinct is like, okay, well, what's the best thing for me? What serves me the best? And what served her the best was drowning those people. And she heard them scream. She heard them crying out for help. And that was on her. That is something she is going to have to live with. And I don't think Ximena is the kind of person to have that knowledge on her conscience and just be able to go, oh well, the greater good. Like, this will stick with her. This will change her. And I am so intrigued to see how. I am so intrigued to see, you know, in a future episode, I have to make a decision. And I'm thinking, okay, what would Ximena do? And this comes up like, oh, but this time, with the low tide. How will that impact future decisions? This is what I both love and hate about role-playing. Sometimes you have to do things that you really don't want to do. But it creates these wonderful character moments. It creates the most delicious dialogue in my head. Okay, buddy, I swear to God, if you fight me now, I will go ballistic. If I killed those people for nothing.
Is it done then? And do you have the witness?
It is done.
I know what it is to use that relic to call the flood. Even though it is necessary, even though it is merciful, it will stay with you. Always. One day it will be a new Tidebringer's turn to call the flood, when I am down there. And then another for you. Only then will we be free of it. Free of the memory.
He nods and puts a hand on your shoulder. The touch is tentative, and he withdraws his hand almost immediately.
Come, meet me upstairs outside the reliquary. There is one more thing to be done to complete the rising.
I do wonder if we could have freed them, spoken to Ferentis, and then, like, sprinted up to the reliquary. Because the reliquary is, it's right here. It's right here, so I wonder if... But then again, there are people here, and they would have known. Surely they would have known. I do think it was a case of, like, okay, you can do the right thing, but now you're in for a really tough fight. Or you can do something that's, you know, like, okay, you don't have to do this fight. It's easier, but now you have all of these deaths on your shoulders, and Ximena took the easy path. Ximena took the easy path. This is... Ooh.
The Veil of Tears is only to be crossed by the High Abbot. Andra's witness is the key. Through the veil is the reliquary. When we are done here, pass into the reliquary, and your responsibilities will be revealed to you. The final step of the rising requires that you use Andra's witness to seal me below with my brothers and sisters.
Kaoto says nothing for a moment, lost in thought. I'm not gonna lie, I'm thinking, okay, we seal them in. Who's gonna feed them? Because we ain't sticking around here. Will there be other will we just be like, oh yeah, okay, I've sealed them in. I've sealed them in. I just need to go pick up my mail. I need to leave a new forwarding address. I'll be right back. And then we fuck off. Like, is that what we're gonna do here? Is that what we're gonna do? Hi, Abbot Kaoto? He snaps out of his trance.
Forgive me. The rising. The final step.
He clears his throat.
A slight correction. You will not be sealing us in the halls of silence.
The other Ondrites look at each other with furrowed brows.
What? After all that?
The only way I will allow you to become the High Abbot is if you can kill me, and those who stand with me, here and now.
You arsehole. You arsehole. That wasn't what you said earlier. Rational. Are you sure there aren't any other options? Diplomatic. I have no cause to harm you. Benevolent. Finally, some excitement. Aggressive. Are you sure you weren't holding the instructions upside down? Clever. Consider it done. Here's the thing. He doesn't want to be down there. It's the whole thing of, I want a quick death. I want a quick death. I didn't allow that to my predecessor, but now I'm expecting it. That wasn't what you said earlier.
I have made up my mind. Have you ever swum in the open ocean, Tidebringer?
Yes. No, never. I don't see what this has to do with anything. He's struggling against the tide. I do think that Ximena has swum. In the open ocean. And I think she's been to the beach. She's been to the beach before, definitely. I don't necessarily think that is... Yeah, I don't think that would be the open ocean. No, never.
When you swim in the ocean, you are at the mercy of the current and the waves. It requires a great deal of trust. When I was a young man in Rawatai, I would paddle out in a small kayak and go spearfishing in the Gulf. One day, when I was swimming, I was caught in a rip current and pulled miles from my boat. I stayed afloat long as I could, but there was no getting to safety. It was night, and the water was black. I took a final breath and sunk below the surface. Then there came a glow beneath me. It was a moonray the size of a caravel, if you can imagine such a creature. I saw it swimming up toward me, and even as things began to grow dark around me, I knew I was safe.
Go on.
I awoke on shore. That day, I pledged myself to Andra, because I knew she had seen me safely through, and that she always would. The glow of that moonray has always been a beacon in my life. If I am sealed beneath, I will be forced to part with it, and 1,000 other memories that make me what I am. I will die, afraid and alone.
So you're happy to assign that fate to others, but not to yourself.
What about everything you said? About trusting Andra, surrendering your memories to her?
I thought I would be ready. My trust in Andra was absolute. But I am weaker than I imagined. I will defeat you and stay on as High Abbot, or I will die here, knowing who I am. Either would be better.
Perception 15. Monks of Andra, you are right to doubt your leader's words. He no longer follows the will of our goddess. I'm like, our goddess. Yes, I'm totally one of you. Resolve 13. You others who stand with Kaoto, are you so cowardly, or will you be true to your faith? I don't blame you. I'm losing my mind as well. I'd do anything to stop it. You are weak. If this is the fate your god has chosen for you, you should trust her. Actually, I'm not the Tidebringer at all. When I kill you, I will leave this place in chaos. Cruel attack. I've heard enough. I'm inclined. I'm inclined to go with this one. You're just like, A. Like, you'll seem nice, religious people. Like, come and help me fight. Monks of Andra, you are right to doubt your leader's words. He no longer follows the will of our goddess. No one responds, but a few of the monks exchange looks. You seem to have made an impact, at least with some of them. Kaoto turns to them.
I have seen what lies in store. I do not wish that fate for any of you. Let us serve Andra in other ways.
Most of the Andrites nod. A few are non-committal. Kaoto turns back and locks eyes with you. Come. One final test, Tidebringer. Okay, we've got two people. We've got two people on our side. Excellent. Well, I am out of time for this episode. However, this is my final recording session for the day, so I kind of need to do this now. Okay. Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
No. You can't be doing this, matey. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Why are you on me, you arsehole? Why are you on me?
Hey there.
I'm gonna stick as you for a minute. Okay. Done that.
Hey there.
Okay, You get on him. You back me up. Ichumark, help me out. He's knocked out. What an arsehole. What an arsehole.
What?
This prick. Where are you? You know what? Do it on them. And then you guys. Okay, you guys really weren't the tough fight I thought you were gonna be. You all really weren't shit. I said to help me out. You keep on him.
Ready, Watcher.
Do that. Buddy. Yeah, I think you come help us out. Don't get stuck though. Ooh, Nelly. Hot damn. Ximena,
Here.
get in there.
Ah.
Bloody hellfire. Okay, everyone. On him. You.
Mm-hmm.
Swap. There we go. And on that note, I will bring this episode to a close. I enjoyed this episode. We got quite a big character moment for Ximena. I really like that. I'm really intrigued to see how she develops moving forward after that experience. Because, I mean, technically speaking, she killed those people for no reason. She did all of that to avoid fighting Kaoto, and he turned on her in the end. He didn't stick by his beliefs. That is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. So I'm really intrigued to see how she's going to develop going forward. In the next episode, we deal with whatever this doohickey is. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members, such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davies, CGG, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.